Hello everybody, welcome back to Clatshore. I'm Ilsa Fatma and I'm back again with a new video on constitutional law. In this video, we'll be discussing about the golden triangle under the Indian Constitution. So our constitution is one of the lengthiest constitution of any sovereign nation in the world. Our constitution is a supreme document and our country is governed by it. So the constitution declares India to be sovereign, socialist, democratic, republic, and also assures for the liberty, justice, and equality among the citizen and endeavors to bring fraternity, to promote fraternity among the citizen of the nation. So when we talk about the part 3rd of the Indian Constitution, as fundamental rights are enumerated in the part 3rd of the Constitution, so it is framed in such a manner that it acts as a pillar for national security and the integrity of the nation. So when we talk about the fundamental rights which are embodied under part 3rd of the Constitution, it provides civil rights to the citizen, it provides civil rights to the citizen of India and prevents from any encroachment, and prevents the civil rights from any sort of encroachment of society and also ensures its protection. So when we talk about fundamental right, we have certain rights like right to equality, we have freedom of speech and expression, right against exploitation, we have right against untouchability, we have right to religion, we have right of constitutional remedy. We have these rights, so which are enumerated in the part 3rd of the Constitution. So in this video, we'll be focusing on the golden triangle, that is Article 14, 19 and 21. So why is it called the golden triangle? Because they are to be read together. Article 14, 19 and 21 are read together and they act as a pillar for the protection of people's right. Okay, they act as a pillar for the protection of people's right, and for the smooth running of life, these rights are required. These rights are very essential. So starting from Article 14, when we talk about Article 14 talks about equality before the law and equal protection before the law. So we won't go in depth कि equality before the law or equal protection before the law में क्या before law में क्या discrimination क्या difference है. So I'll be explaining about this concept in my next video, equality before the law and equal protection before the law. So इसमें क्या होता है, equality before the law and equal protection before the law talks about equality. It prohibits any sort of discrimination on the basis of race, caste, religion, color, place of birth. It prohibits any sort of discrimination. It also prohibits any kind of customary practices which are inhuman. So it is very important for the smooth running of person's life. When we talk about Article 19, it talks about protection of certain rights, which includes right to speech and expression, freedom of speech and expression, freedom to form association, freedom to assemble peacefully, freedom to reside in any part of the country, freedom to move freely, freedom to practice any trade, occupation and profession. So these rights are given under Article 19. So these rights are also very essential for living a proper life. If you are deprived of the right to speech, if you are deprived to put forth your point, then you won't be able to live a proper life. So these rights are very essential as it gives freedom of speech and expression, freedom to form association, freedom to assemble without arms, freedom to reside in any part of the country. You don't have any, you're not deprived that you cannot go in any part of the country, or you cannot practice any trade or any profession or any occupation, or you cannot settle here, you cannot go somewhere. So it's your right, it is protected under Article 19, but it is subjected to reasonable restrictions. What are those restrictions? If it affects the national security and tranquility of the country, then only you would be deprived of these rights. If it affects the sovereignty, security, national relation, public relation or space of the country, then you would be deprived of these rights. So these rights are very essential for the smooth running of a person's life. When we talk about Article 21, it is the foremost important right, because it talks about the right to life and personal liberty. No person shall be deprived from his life of personal liberty unless and until by the procedure established by law. If there is any fair, reasonable and just condition, then only the person could be deprived. Otherwise, no person could be deprived from his right of personal liberty. So, these rights are regarded as basic rights for the smooth running of a person's life. So, the Golden Triangle, it provides full protection of individual. It provides full protection of individual from any sort of encroachment from the society and any other member. So, ये जो Golden Triangle का principle है, it was identified in Menka Gandhi case. There was a case, Menka Gandhi, a lady was restrained from going abroad. So, court said कि here Article 21 cannot be read isolately. Article 14 and 19 is to be read also. Because Article 14 क्यों बस Article 21 alone cannot be read यहाँ पे isolately, just because she was deprived from the right of going somewhere, right of personal liberty was encroached here, it was hampered here. But Article 14 is also applicable here because of the arbitrariness of the respondent, because of the arbitrariness, because she was denied from going somewhere. Here there is inequality, there is discrimination. So Article 14, 19 and 21 are to be read together for the implementation of the Golden Triangle. Article 21 is applicable even during the time of election. Even at the time of election, Article 21 is applicable when the people have the sole right to choose their representative. So, no person has the right to compel any person कि you vote for me, you vote for this party, because the people have the sole responsibility. So, Article 21 is applicable in that condition also. So, in Menka Gandhi's case, Supreme Court of India observed that Article 21 cannot be read in isolation. Article 14 and 19 should be read also. So, here it makes a golden triangle because it establishes a very strong pillar for the protection of the rights of citizen, for the smooth running of the life of a person. These three rights, these three articles are very important, and it protects from any sort of encroachment from the society and the other person. So, Article 21 is controlled by Article 19 also. Article 19, 14, in the case of Menka Gandhi, it was said. So, it must satisfy the requirement of Article 19. यहाँ पे everything is interrelated, it is controlled. So, Article 21 cannot exclude Article 19 यहाँ पे इस केस में, मेनका गांधी's case में. So, it was said that the fundamental rights which are conferred under Article 21 is controlled by Article 19. So, everything is interdependent. All the three rights, जो Article 14, 19 and 21, like we have the right to equality before the law and equal protection before the law. Article 20, 14, it's dependent. All the other rights, like we have freedom of speech and expression. If you are having equality, you're not discriminated, then you can exercise all the rights. Freedom of speech and expression, freedom to assemble, freedom to form association, then freedom to reside anywhere, then freedom to practice any profession. If you are not discriminated, then right to life and personal liberty is also dependent. Everything is controlled. Everything is interdependent. So, it is called the golden triangle because they are to be read together, and a triangle is golden because it is a very strong pillar for the protection of the freedom of people. So, I hope I'm clear. If you have any queries, do comment in the comment section below, and we'll be having the difference between equality before the law and equal protection before the law in my next video. Hope you like my video. Do not forget to share it with your friends.